All right, everybody, welcome to our little artistic panel, our basic sort of podcasts, but in real life, or in your case, on the internet. Hello. Joining us, we have Mr. Ask Ferenz Storm.
Hello.
Very warm welcome. Thank you very much. Mr. Will Draw for food.
Oh, hello, everyone.
We have
Really?
UC77, Mr. Hot-Blooded Pinkie Pie. Yes, thank you.
Hi, everybody. I'm me. Thank you for the applause. Thank you very much.
Jesse, Ask Palette Swap, who is Canadian.
Yeah, Canada.
That's your intro.
Apologizing for being Canadian. It's perfect.
And let me introduce my co-host, Flavin of Ask the Gamer Ponies.
Oh.
No.
And I'm Stratos, I do Chocolate Pony and Ask Firefly. No claps for me.
Further down, you'll notice we have some air where would normally be Sally Mon of Ask Gamer Luna and Mike the Microphone. But they're probably much more cool. So
I think
they're
Mike's
somewhere
Mike's probably asleep.
or lost or asleep.
I think Mike's probably asleep right now. He usually does this.
Is up to 2 a.m.?
Why are we even awake right now?
I don't know.
So this would actually be episode 21 of the Tumblr podcast if we were counting this as an episode. Isn't that right?
Live episode.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. So we're doing our 21st episode here live at BronyCon early in the morning. Fun.
Fitting.
Full of fresh faces.
Woo, fresh faces.
Let's just go right into it, shall we?
Ask some questions?
Yeah, we absolutely should go around and talk about us artistically. This is what it's all about: is art, and how our art is influencing us as artists.
And
That is correct, right?
making use of the Tumblr medium as well. Actually, we started this panel actually originally as a Tumblr, panel, but then it kind of devolved into a mixed medium panel. But now I think we're going to be taking it back to specifically Tumblr blogs and I guess making use of the Tumblr medium,
Cool.
along with other stuff,
Right.
side projects and stuff.
All right, fantastic. Certainly. So we may as well just go down the row. I'll do it in reverse order from before, so that people don't feel too left
snap.
out. Jesse, tell us, how did you start your blog, and why did you start it?
I draw butts, and then there's the tail, and then it's got paint, and then she paints with her butt, and that's my blog.
That's really good.
Poetry.
I like that a lot. I don't think that was that funny. But I guess. Oh wait, I was just talking about the process or how we started, or
Yeah, we started. What idea went into your head that made you go, I'm going to go to Tumblr. I'm going to start a thing. and draw
Well,
horses."
the idea was that I figured I could really make a difference in the world if I drew a pony on Tumblr. And, after a while, I figured that was really not that applicable to what I was doing. But I was too far in at that point. I just kind of stuck with it for the next couple months. Because, it's Tumblr and it's ponies. It's fun. And I guess that's all it'll ever be. It's a fun way to practice your art skills and also to try and springboard into a new opportunity in the field of artistic development and maybe possibly your own psychological triumph. I know. Happens to everybody when they hear my words.
I didn't think I was annoying enough people on DeviantArt, so I decided to branch out to Tumblr with a stupid blog about Pinkie Pie with wings.
Yeah, you're really annoying.
Yeah.
Dumb blonde bimbo horse.
Yep.
I have no idea why I started it. I just sort of thought, this website looks fun. What should I do with it? And it ended up just becoming just this dumb orange horse doing dumb things and annoying everyone else in the universe at the moment.
Scootaloo?
It could be. We might as well replace it with that. But at this point, no one knows.
I basically wanted a way to practice drawing and practice drawing ponies. And I said, I really like those things like Ass Cod-Blooded Pinkie Pie and Ass Surprise. Oh, if only they'd noticed me.
Who likes Axe Surprise?
So,
Seriously.
I just decided to start up my own thing with a really uninspired idea. And it became an absolutely fantastic way for me to practice. And it really worked. Everything else that happened from it, any one of the followers was not expected at all. It was just a byproduct that I loved.
That's a lot.
And now the serious ones.
Sorry.
I actually want to say it's awesome that we have free water at this panel.
Yes.
We
Last
do have
panel
free
was that
water.
we didn't have water bottles.
Thank you, water people.
Crystal Geezer.
As for my weird blog, I guess
Geezer.
good geezer.
Geezer.
Crystal Geezer, everybody.
Crystal Geezer.
It's weird. It's different than the one in California.
It's just you.
So I actually started Chocolate Pony as a joke, and that's it. There's no other reason behind it.
Fun with your
Actually, before then, the only blogs I knew of were actually Ask Surprise, Ask Japawak, and Sweetie Poo. So I actually had no knowledge
Good
of
influence.
before then.
Rest in peace to the best blog, Sweetie Poo.
Too hard.
She pooed far too hard.
I guess let's move to the next question. Why did you guys choose the particular Tumblr pony that you did, and why did you give it the unique,
God.
twist that it had? Like, I guess, for example, Hot-Blooded Pinkie Pie, or making an OC character who's a Wonderbolt, like that. Let's start with Friends first.
The only reason he's my stupid horse is a Wonderbolt is genuine just because I want to be a pilot. Other than that, I just chose him because this colour looks good. Let's see what I can do with it. Other than that, my Tumblr is basically I'm making it up as I go along, and even then, I still have no idea what I'm posting. It just turns up there.
Me too.
Yeah, I just don't get it.
Very pretty ringtone. Basically, I chose Surprise because Twilight was already taken, and then Rarity was already taken. And basically, every character already had a blog already at that point. This was like 2011 or
All
so.
the good characters.
All the good characters were
All the
taken.
good ones.
Even Pinkie Pie, but some people decided to take Pinkie Pie anyway. Make her angry.
Yeah, it worked out.
Dangerous.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, copyright. They're gonna see you in court, by the way.
Better than see you.
And I literally just found a list online. All these characters, so and so blogs are active, and blah blah blah. It's like all of them. And I just randomly remembered one day that chart of like all of Lauren Faust's original concepts, like Firefly and Surprise and Posey and Optimus. And I basically decided.
Optimus.
I was.
Things is not like the
And I literally it was literally just that much of a whim, just no thought, just, okay, Surprise is Pinkie, she's wacky, I like to write cartoons, bam, there we go. I spent a week drawing updates in my school lab Cintiq, and after about a week, I got like 100 followers, and I was like, why are you people following this? This was a joke. Oh my god, now it's huge.
I still wonder why I am following it, to be honest.
I do too. Why?
Yeah,
I unfollowed it years ago.
I should probably unfollow your blog. Really
Yeah, probably.
soon.
Mass unfollows.
Everybody go unfollow Ask Surprise.
It's the worst blog ever, I'm sorry.
I think we already knew that.
Yeah, so I picked Pinkie Pie because Rainbow Dash's hair is really hard to color. And I think anyone out there who tries to draw Rainbow Dash would know this, that you cannot color her hair efficiently. It's like 6 different colors, and each one has to remain consistent.
It's like 6 different colors.
It's like 6 different
My limit
colors.
is like
It
5.
makes
The limit is
Try.
1. Even,
My
even
limit is one.
Twilight Sparkle's too much too. You gotta stick with monotones.
What?
I didn't make it 5 colors.
Yeah, it's 6.
It's 6.
I
My
said
limit is 5.
No,
She
6
gets
colors.
5. That's all
No,
she
you don't
gets.
count
No,
indigo.
6 colors of the rainbow.
We're talking about
Blue, green,
Indigo's a loser
purple,
color.
yellow, red, orange.
blue, 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 and purple.
blue. For the colorblind, it's blue, blue, blue.
Hey, don't make jokes about the colorblind.
Make jokes about you, old.
You just the door's over there, Will. You just leave right now. I mean.
All right.
So, anyways, and then I decided I'd make Pinkie Pie really mad and kind of do some, kind of explode some planets. Drawing an exploding planet is a lot more fun than you think it is. Just try it sometime. Open up your computer, MS Paint maybe. and just draw a planet, then draw it exploding in a cosmic firestorm. And
Use your mouse, not your tablet. It's much better.
Don't use your mouse, use your keyboard.
I must paint.
There we go.
Painted the Mona Lisa. That's not fair.
Life's not fair.
Because I can't do that.
Yeah.
Aw, we have a little.
Hi, Ahmed. Hi.
Yes, hello, everyone. Ask Raindrops, everybody. Raindrops answers.
Okay.
Way to break the formula.
That's my story. Here you go.
Okay, what was the question again? Oh yeah. Well, she was originally just supposed to be a mascot for my art because I did a lot of requests on 4chan and stuff. And then my buddy Rose had her she had a donkey, but that was like just her original character. And then she had like a sleepy pony, which was like her mascot thing. I was like, I should get one of those. And then I was like, what do I make it though? I can't make it like the Pegasus unicorn stuff because like everybody has that. And then I'm like,
Hipster Jesse.
antelope, giraffe, deer, giraffe.
Take yours.
But then I was like, I really don't want to. I want to get good at drawing the ponies first before I get good at drawing something that isn't a pony. So I just made her an earth pony because earth ponies are the best. Will.
Whatever. Whatever.
That's rude.
You also have like interesting characters, like surprise.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But yeah, then I just made that, and then just because I saw everybody else doing it, I made a blog, and then for some reason people enjoyed it. And then I woke up one morning and I'm like, that was a 1 yesterday. How'd all those zeros get behind it? But yeah, that's pretty much what I did.
If someone does make a giraffe Tumblr pony blog, I will that would
I've
be
seen
the greatest
a couple
thing.
of
He'll die a little
giraffes.
inside.
You need to.
That should happen.
I want to see a rhinoceros tapir pony. Like a comedy duo. Somebody get on that. Come on. $1 million ideas.
Be
here
good.
for free.
Yeah, any artists out there?
No, goats are a dumb idea for a blog.
So surprised.
I wish
Yeah.
Strappy was.
Actually, we should ask, how many out there follow Tumblr blogs? How many out there have their own Tumblr blog? How many of you out there want to make a Tumblr pony blog?
Do it.
You're not sure? Do it. Do it now. But it does, what you guys were saying with the ones and the zeros, nobody expected to have the following they did they?
No.
Well, I expected some, just not as much.
The fact that you expected something just means
Yeah.
you're different.
On the
5 women following me.
on the streets.
Yeah, because
On the streets.
you don't really count that. You count the value of how you've grown and what the blog has done for you specifically.
Nothing.
Helpful.
Hey, you're here, aren't you?
No.
In spirit.
There's a hologram right now.
All astral projection.
Ow.
Went right through him.
It's Tupac.
You fat.
Honestly, one of the best things about an Ask blog is like when you're drawing the same character over and over again, you learn to draw it so well you can do it in your sleep. And then you get tired of drawing it and you want to draw something else, but you got to keep doing it.
You just draw really, really weird things in your sleep.
Exactly.
Will just wanted an excuse to sleep while he worked.
Shut up. Everybody knows.
So, are you saying that Tumblr Pwn has made your life worse?
Well, I met you, so.
So yes. Okay, so Tumblr Pwn makes your life worse. That's basically what we're getting at right now.
Now go draw them anyway. That's the plan.
Actually, one of the reasons why we chose each of you to be here, not just for your Tumblr blogs, but also for your, I guess, outside artistic endeavors. One of the things that I guess really impressed me about this fandom when I first joined was that there was a wide variety of different artists, not just digital, but traditional medium, music making, animation. So I guess we want to ask you about how, I guess, Tumblr and the MLP fandom inspired your other artistic talents. And we'll start with Jesse first.
Well, I've been working on an animation a little bit for my blog for a while now. I had to put it on hold for quite a long time for commissions and this thing I'm at right now. But having the Ask blog has really given me a chance to work on my animation, just freelance, frame by frame crap, because I'm not very good at animating. So it was good practice, but just being here, I've worked a lot on my traditional stuff. Like, this is my first time inking traditionally, and I had like a billion people come over and like, I want this inked and shaded, and I'm like, don't you just want to sketch? It'll take 5 minutes, I swear. But it's helped me improve a lot in areas that I was kind of scared to delve into. So, yeah.
I tried animating once, and after a weekend, I just got really frustrated and stopped doing it. And I don't want to animate ever again. So, I'm sorry,
Lazy.
but it's really hard. It's like you have to like. Guess I'm not. I'll figure it out later in college, I guess. But I have felt that doing the Tumblr pony stuff has helped me work on my comic sequencing and timing skills, like how to situate a panel, how to make certain ones bigger and smaller in order to convey the largest amount of range of motion and draw the eye closer to what the focal point of the art is. Like, for example, if you want to have like big scenes, go in big panels, small scenes, small panels. A lot of text should probably be broken up into 3 panels instead of being put in one. It's one block of text, hard to read, etc., etc. What are you doing over there?
I'm staring at random people in the audience. It's fun.
Okay, that's not fun, actually.
Watching.
Break out the restraining orders, everybody.
So, Zach, how do you think that Tumblr Pony has helped your overall art skills and direction?
So how's that surprise movie going, Will? You want to work on the surprise movie?
Has it just made you overall worse?
Well, unlike these two, I love animating. It's a lot of fun
What the heck?
because
I never
it's
said I didn't like it.
No, she didn't,
okay. Unlike
actually.
this kid.
Yeah, unlike me.
Okay, he hates animating.
He doesn't like anything.
Yeah,
I like
love
robots.
everything. We're like yin and yang in him. It's mostly tracing anyway, with 2D. I've been kind of working on some animated projects involved with the blog. Kind of still working on getting that off the ground, but mostly the blog has kind of helped me just because it's kind of like a webcomic. I mean, I've never really had much of an audience for a webcomic before, so it's kind of helped me with like you draw this and people respond to it, and you learn how to gauge that response, like what they don't like, the hits, the misses. You go by the notes counts and stuff, and not daily updates, but regular updates, except for lately because of the convention. That kind of kills all the Ask blogs.
Conventions.
Yeah, conventions. But I mean, yeah, it's pretty cool having an audience and stuff. So I guess that's probably what's helped me is. Yeah.
I have tried animating. I'm still trying to animate badly.
Don't be like that.
I keep bugging him for help, but he just says sod off.
Sawed off.
I'm not that British. I don't say sod off.
You're wank.
But yeah, I've just doing the Tumblr blog. It's just started off with really bad Photoshop scribbles. It's turned into still more bad paint tool size scribbles. I've met people who do music, which has got me trying and failing miserably to do music. It's just, I keep trying so many things and I'm getting stuck and then I'm going to cry in a corner.
I'm gonna make you smile if you don't stop.
I do try, but it's, I know it can get frustrating when I'm not doing it, but I'm trying to get something done and it turns out not as good, but I just
keep trying.
Yeah, just keep trying on it. It's like, I know one good thing which come from doing the Tumblr thing. It did improve my art, and it actually helped me get into university as well because of the art improvement. Because you're just drawing all the time, as much as you can anyway. But every time it's going to be a little bit better. because you've learned something new from the last time.
Yeah, repetition is key.
Your humour may not improve, but
Chuck Jones once said that every artist has about 10,000 bad drawings in them, and you have to get them out of the way.
Or about 10 years. Either way
10
works.
years, yeah. It's better to get out of the way when you're a kid.
Yeah.
You know?
Draw them all out like they're locking up a ballpoint pen.
Yeah.
Of
Don't wait.
creativity.
ballpoint pen is probably the best way to learn.
That's ballpoint pens actually.
That's
quite
hard
a nice
mode.
medium. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ballpoint
Variation
pen
in
is
shading.
Hardcore.
You can sketch like a pencil, but you can't rub it out, so you just sobbing into into the drawing while you just got it horribly, horribly wrong.
The life of the artist.
What is the next question?
I guess one of the things that interests me with the Tumblr medium is when you're trying to make a comic for it, you can't really make it like a traditional comic, and that's one of the problems that most early 90s web comics fell through. They tried to replicate the same either comic book format, tabloid format, or the same newspaper strip style. And when you're working with a new medium, especially a digital medium, you have to try to make use of the medium instead of restricting it to old tropes. I guess one of the things that interested me about Tumblr was how you could click each individual panels, add animation, do a lot of stuff you can't do with traditional, paper. So I guess we'll ask you guys, like, what did you find about Tumblr that you couldn't do with any other format that you actually loved and made use of in your blog? Start with Ben first.
Other than the fact I don't have to just post pictures or text, that's about it. I just sort of slap a picture up there. That's the most I've done. It's kind of like the most I've sort of tried to do, experimenting, was this little bouncing animation and jumping back and forth. And even then, that turned out horribly wrong again. He sort of stretches and warps everywhere.
It wasn't that bad.
It was.
Artists.
You will hate your own work. It's
You don't have to hate it. You can have a healthy dislike.
Don't have to
healthy
like it.
dislike is hatred.
Well, that's sort of
This is a really depressing panel.
that's sort of
I
self-criticism.
love doing art if it's any consolation. Do you?
and that's why you're.
That's the emotional tone of this.
Positivism.
I don't hate doing art. It's just like I look at it and think I could have done that so much better.
Well, everybody thinks that.
But it is important to be able to criticize yourself for when you do it wrong.
Yeah.
Oh,
Don't-
yeah.
But don't go overboard and hurt yourself.
Keep it a balance. Don't hate your stuff so much that you never want to do anything. Use it to motivate you to get better. But then don't get so much of an ego and think that you're awesome and, spout gold all the time that you can do no wrong.
Spout.
I do not.
Just imagine spouting gold. Like,
Be rich.
At every orifice.
yeah.
But, yeah. Probably the biggest way that it's helped me, because I used to do comics and stuff, and I'd always have to draw out the lines for the panels. And it's handy how with Tumblr you can just make a picture and that's the panel. You don't have to draw out things.
Yeah, that's
So
true. I like that a lot about Tumblr.
you make them thin, wide, tall, short.
Arrange them however you like.
Every time you sit there with a different tone of like
Feng shui Tumblr.
Hey, it's a balance.
Yeah.
You gotta know how to work it.
Exactly. I really like the way that you incorporate animated GIFs into your thing sometimes. It's like a panel, then it's a GIF of like a guy shaking or exploding.
I just make it rumble around a lot in Flash.
It's still a neat effect. Stuff like that, that's
Just do the
That's
super
innovative.
fast shake on everything.
Super fast shake.
They're, like the shaking faces.
Yeah, that's it.
the technical term is the panel.
The shake and bake.
Always good fun.
How do you spell that?
There's a lot of
Do we have to
cues.
go into it?
And how do you think it's helped you? Oh, he's shooting laser jack. Never mind.
Yes. See, eye lasers right here. It goes
Is this going to be a new panel in your comic?
possibly. The secret of the Applejack and her eye lasers.
Whoever
of
talks towards it
destruction.
first gets first tips.
Okay, what were we supposed to be talking about again?
I have no idea.
Well, you
It's
guys,
just-
you
How
guys,
Tumblr has helped you with your art or the format?
we already talked about that.
We're talking about like what you can do on Tumblr, like for example, sound effect, animations that you can't do in like
that.
traditional comics.
Yeah, basically like animated GIFs and everything else you can do exactly the same in another comic. So
Pronunciation.
We're not having this debate. We can say it like the peanut butter, or
GIF.
Well, the creator that says
GIF or
GIF.
GIF?
yeah,
It's GIF.
yeah.
It's GIF.
It's definitely GIF.
People still argue.
I think the creator should
Declare
learn.
it GIF.
What about JPEG? Is that JPEG or JPEG?
It's pronounced Geif this whole time, you guys.
Doesn't know anything, so it's gift.
She got it.
What about, is it pang or pung?
This is just evolving into madness.
PNG, ping or pung?
So about you, Jess?
Honky Punk?
What can you do
That's
with
not really a
Tumblr
file
that you
type.
can't do with other comics? That's just thinking.
Give me a minute.
Got the loading screen.
I guess I can do the same
No pressure.
size for
What's up?
most frames, I guess. Because, like, if you just do that for a comic where it's just the same frame size over and over, it looks kind of boring. But in, like, Tumblr, you just click and then it's like, whoosh, and then it's like, new one, same size. And I was like, okay, it doesn't look that boring.
Or use the arrow keys. It's cool too.
The heck, I click it. Don't make fun of me.
Helpful advice, jeez.
Will and helpful do not go together.
I guess back to Jesse then. You know, just the other way. Why not? How would you say that over the course of making your blog, you've evolved with your style, not just your artistic style, but also your writing style, your narrative style? How you
I've gotten
wanted
a
to.
lot better at drawing butts. I can tell you that much.
It works.
Well, she doesn't really have many storylines. It's usually just a one-liner joke thing. She does have storylines in the works, though. So I guess it's character development is what it's been helping me work on. Because, like, I don't have characters. She's, like, my only one, so,
She's a sidekick.
yeah.
She'd be like that floating mask from Crash Bandicoot that just follows her around all the time.
Yeah, she just had the great gazoo.
I want to be the mascot. I want to be Coco. Dang it. Dang it. Dang it.
Gosh dang it.
Go ahead.
Okay, wait, what was the question?
Do we have to remind you every time?
We're still doing that.
How is
How's it
your-
evolved your memory?
Not much.
I don't need your stats right now.
Stripey's not here. Someone's got to do it.
What do we take questions?
How has it evolved me as a person? Well, it has not. Short answer.
Like, how has it improved your writing?
Oh, my writing?
All the time.
I don't know. I guess it's improved, but I haven't really kept. This is really getting a lot of feedback over here.
New hot-blooded Pinkie Pie, bigger, hotter, explosion.
Yeah, it's like my entire character is the same exact thing in different scenarios.
Pinkie Pie, directed by Michael Bay.
No, because mine is better writing.
Well, yeah.
Everything has better writing than Michael.
Dr. Seuss has better writing.
She has
Hey,
great writing.
don't distract
She has really good writing. Amy. Come on, she should be writing Transformers.
Flippity gloppity glue. Optimus Prime kicked him with his boot.
Oddly enough, I think I've actually had the opposite effect as what Jesse was saying with Palette, because, like, I did a webcomic for a few years before Surprise, and I actually was starting to do the whole extended character storylines and stuff, and that's not a bad thing, but, like, it can kind of swamp your writing if you kind of get too caught up in, you know, this character's emotional backstory. Surprise kind of reminded me it should just be a fun little gag every day. So it's kind of gotten me back to that a little bit. There's a little bit of a storyline going on, but I mean, she's a Looney Tunes character transplanted into a pony. It's gonna be wacky. It's gonna be crazy. There's not much consistency to it. It can just be crazy, and that's kind of a fun. It was kind of a fun breath of fresh air for me to kind of go back to that. So, yeah.
I did. I did try doing story arcs for a while on the main blog. It went horribly wrong because he doesn't really got a personality other than he does something stupid, and that's about it. So it's just that's turned into one gag a day sort of thing now, or just a nice picture which I think's fun. Other stupid vinyl. It's,
It's for me, I'll do it.
We would like to remind the audience to silence all cell phones before the beginning of this movie.
Thanks for reminding me.
Please enjoy the movie in silence.
oh, yeah.
Oh, I think we'll ask one more question before we actually start taking Q&As. One thing I'm actually interested in with the pony fandom is you guys are mostly known for your pony stuff, but when we actually check out your other works, other animations, like realistic drawings of non-ponies, humans, webcomics, animations, that type of stuff, it's actually, I see improvement, I guess, with how your other non-pony art changes based on, I guess, being inspired by My Little Pony. So I guess I want to ask questions about your non-pony stuff and what you're working on at the moment and how MOP has helped with that. And also, I guess, your professional careers at the moment, too. Yeah.
It's kind of helped. Like it's sort of just genuinely getting more in tune of how fit I actually can draw, which always helps. But at the moment, I'm just drawing robots and guns for just because I'm bored, really. And although helping getting into university and them teaching me how to draw has got sort of gone back. It's going the opposite way as well now, back into the blog, as that's helped me. University is now helping me get better on the blog, so it's sort of going everywhere. And other than that, I'm just trying to I'm trying to write something at the moment which is going horribly wrong because I've been stuck here for a week. And I haven't had my tablet, and it's making me cry. I want to start it, and it's no.
Let's use some paper and finger paints. Have fun.
But finger painting's boring.
Not if you don't do it right.
I can't finger paint for life.
One thing that I've noticed about drawing the pony stuff is imitating the backgrounds of the pony show has kind of made me want to do more lineless backgrounds, because I used to draw copy that. I used to actually draw out all the backgrounds with lines and stuff, and I've kind of recently, because with the pony show, you make the outlines in the sketch, and then you kind of just make that not a vector, but colored shapes instead. I don't know if that makes any sense, but you don't draw out with the lines and stuff. And I've kind of been doing that with my other non-pony work too and stuff. So the backgrounds are kind of more lineless, and it actually is a neat effect because it makes the characters stand out more because there's not a lot of lines in the background to compete with it. Or if there are lines, they're colored lines, and it does the same thing. And as for non-pony projects, it's still very much in the works, but I want to do kind of a webcomic thing that's very much in the style of Gravity Falls, Paranorman, Coraline, and possibly animated too. It's still very much in the works. Don't expect anything for a while. Just kind of a tentative. This is what's cooking in the pot right now. But I kind of want to do something very much in that style because I love those shows. I love those movies and just that whole kind of mystery kids kind of. It's a fun atmosphere. I like writing for that.
We're all commentative writing. This is terrible.
I liked it. And you, sir, non-pony stuff.
Okay. Well, I tried doing the pony style backgrounds for a while, but I don't really like just popping in some solid color and gradiating it to make a background. That's fun and all, but I kind of want to do more digital painting stuff, like the grayscale, then overlay opacity color, then you pop in some luminosity layer, then make a whole background shade. And I just feel it looks a lot more detailed. But, of course, the pony backgrounds, some of them are very detailed, too. And those are hard to emulate. In any event. Wait, what was the rest of the question?
Talking about your
Do you have any projects?
Projects.
your non-pony projects and how it affect your
No.
professional career and choice, I guess.
I don't have any really projects. I'm just waiting to actually start school in a couple weeks. And I'll figure I'll start. I do actually other projects then, but I figured ponies was a nice high school hobby. Just draw some ponies, come to some conventions, sell some stuff. It's all fun and good, but it's nothing I really want to put like in a portfolio or anything because most places don't usually want to see fan art.
That's true.
Especially anime fan art. Do not draw anime in your portfolio or you will not be accepted.
Yeah.
Ever.
He's just being honest, folks.
Yeah, like don't draw Pokemon.
Yeah, Will.
Buzzkill.
That's what I heard about. Like, if you like, a lot of kids draw their Pokemon, and people who hire don't like that at all. Like, they
I don't draw Pokemon. I draw my original things.
like
Schmokemon.
like
With Bleakachu.
Bleakachu and
Peekaboo.
Georude,
Just always
Charslander,
What?
Charslander.
Charslander.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll love that.
You don't talk for the end of the
We
week.
can talk about something.
Okay. And the question was
Go
like,
slave.
what things other than Pony are we working on?
Like
Okay.
how has Pony affected your non-Pony stuff, and what projects are you gonna work on?
Yeah, pay attention.
I gotta get out of this, but drawing ponies has really affected the way I draw eyes. And I gotta get out of that because ponies essentially have giant, sparkly anime eyes. And then on a person, like a realistic body looks really scary. It's like if it was like me, but then like that was my eye. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. But I work on other stuff off to the side, mostly just fan art. I have like other stuff I'm working on, but that's just practice crap, like anatomy, stuff like that. I draw a lot of I play this game called League of Legends, and I draw a lot of fan art for that.
Oh, God.
Don't start booing me. God. But
I met one of them.
I don't really show that off too much because people follow me just for like horses, so I just draw that off to the side and show it to my buddies that actually play the game with me. I'd show you an example, but it's Tristana in a bikini. Nobody wants to see that. She's a blue midget, like a Smurf, pointy ears. You don't want to know, but
Like the Smurfs movies that came out?
yeah. But sometimes I just like branching out because after a while of drawing ponies, it does get kind of annoying, where it's just like I'm drawing the same poses over and over again. I'm just like, I want to draw something that isn't on all fours and doesn't have appendages on the end. I mean, sometimes that's a good thing where it's like, God, I hate drawing hands. What doesn't have hands or toes?
Powerpuff
thing.
Girls.
Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah, water bottles. I'll draw water bottles.
Does anyone else have
Ask
water
the
bottles?
water bottle.
Leaning.
Crystal
Yeah.
geezers.
Got sideways bottles.
I think at this time we're going to end with the interview questions and start taking audience questions before we wrap up. So if you guys have any questions, raise your hand. You could address all the artists or just one person.
God. Thank you.
Suggestions for people just
Animating.
starting out in animating, yeah.
Well, it's good to get a solid foundation of art first. Cover a lot of different mediums, learn anatomy, musculature, how the body is put together, all the parts and stuff, how they move and everything. You know, take some figure drawing classes if you can. That's a good start. And then when it comes to actual getting to the animation, play around with Flash a lot if you can download that program. Maybe get a drawing tablet and just draw stuff, just a character.
There are a lot of old books written by the old masters with a lot of stuff about animating in a very traditional sense and how to make someone walk and how to stretch and skew things and way exaggerate them to something you'd never draw for a still
Squash
frame.
and stretch.
Squash and stretch and make. And if you look at smears, as they're called,
Smears
for-
are fun. I love
for
drawing
just push pause on a good animated movie, something Disney or something older, and then just skip through each frame and have a look, and you'll see they just make the most ridiculous
Shapes.
faces.
It's like they said Aladdin turning his head and just sort of warps like that. It's like
Because when it comes together, it actually looks animated. It looks really
yeah,
good.
it looks like an actual movement, just like that.
Yeah.
But it just looks like his head's been stuck there and it's gone.
And if you look at Johnny Test's smears, it's just
Can we not talk about Johnny Test on this panel?
That's a very important thing, though, is arcs. Arcs are very important in motion. Like, you draw out an arc for your hand if you're going to move your hand like this or the character and all that. But, yeah.
CC or Macromedia 8?
What?
Where?
Macromedia 8. Wait, what's the other one you said?
What?
I have Flash 8. That's what I use.
I have I got a copy of Flash 8 too.
A buddy told me that Flash 8 is it's a Jan animators or whatever. He said he uses CS6 and he recommends that, but just because it's got like the extra stuff and it makes like working on frames or like layers and crap like that easier. I use Flash 8, which is you can do everything that in CS6 in 8. It's easier in CS6.
Yeah.
Like 8's like the bare roots version.
Yeah,
Basically-
it's got everything you need, but
It's not easy.
I mean, if you really
not
want
everything you want.
get real, I mean, CS3 and up, they're all basically the same thing. They just add a few little bells and whistles with every new
And a number.
and a number.
And a number.
They slap
and
a number
price
on it.
tag.
So
Oh
if you have
God,
C-
the prices.
$1,500.
Oh, yeah. So I mean, if you have CS3, CS4, you're fine. You don't need much
Yeah.
else. Don't sweat it.
I think it was actually CS3 that was recommended because you can import files from both Flash 8 and CS6. Like you can't go backwards or forwards with those, but with CS3, you can use both.
Yeah.
Really technical.
Yeah.
Software panel.
I don't know why that
Flash
is.
software panel.
You'd think
That is
CS6
programmed.
would be able to, it's like, oh, just put your file in me. There I go,
Yeah,
I work.
Oh, ding,
So
ding,
what
ding,
happens
ding.
in Asplog
Oh.
if what happens in Asplog if like you
Oh, it's
Whatever,
not
I'll
on. Just ask. We can hear you.
what happens in Asplog if you aren't getting answers? How do you continue along? What do you do?
How do you continue
That
if
happens.
you don't get
What you
I'll-
do
you know,
sometimes
I-
if I have asks that I don't like, I'll just ask myself questions anonymously and answer those.
That's cheating.
I've done that about.
Cheater.
I've done-
Pumpkin eater.
I've done that about. I've done that about.
He's a big fat floaty.
I've done that 4 times so far.
I actually do
Cheated
know
on me
this.
4 times. My God.
I'm answering
Wow.
your question.
Over.
I'm not answering your
You
question.
people are terrible.
I do know this
done
problem.
it
I
too.
get this problem a lot because people just ask me, "Oh, can I be a Wonderbolt?" It's like, why are you asking me this? I just sort of make up stuff or just draw something which is, say that Pacific Rim came out, I decided to do that. Picture of that. I did a picture for St. Patrick's Day with him just hammered on the floor. Stuff like that. You don't have to always answer questions. It's fun because you can, if you get a really stupid question, you can just take the mick out of it, which is always entertaining to do, especially when you see the reactions in the bottom. But yeah, it's just it's more draw what you enjoy rather than what people ask. If you like the question, if there's a load of questions you don't like, you don't have to do it. You can just sit there and just go, I want to draw something more fun for me. That's what the blogs are for. They're not for just for everyone else to look at. They are mainly for you to enjoy. Like you got to enjoy drawing, or otherwise it just becomes a chore.
Yeah.
If you get a good enough narrative going, you can kind of let it carry itself a little bit, and then you either don't need the question or don't need to rely on the questions for inspiration as much.
Yeah, sometimes the questions actually,
And go
they will
without
ask
them.
you as well, if you're doing a story, they'll ask you stuff related to the story, which is always great to help push it on, and even add a little twist to it as well, which you didn't see coming.
Yeah. And then the new stuff you create will hopefully spur actually
Oh, yeah.
more questions. I was just going to give it a push. Who are you pointing to? Anybody?
I actually have 2 questions. My first question is,
What was that? What was that?
my first question is, before you started drawing ponies or animated ponies, did you have as many followers or people who watch you or like your art before?
No.
Do you think that's because they are just watching it because, now they draw ponies and they don't care about your other art? Because I'm an artist too, and I started drawing ponies
Well,
recently.
I know with DeviantArt especially, where I started drawing Warhammer stuff because I was a huge fan of it, and I have people following me for that. But all the people who've been following me after I've done ponies, even if I'm drawing something completely different, they will like it as well because I don't have that many people on DeviantArt, but DeviantArt's more people watch an artist because they like their art more than just because it's ponies. I know Tumblr can be a bit more fickle, let's just say that.
I mean, in general, you're gonna follow, more often than not, you're gonna follow the artist and whatever new project they have usually. I mean, Matt Groening did The Simpsons, but then he did Futurama, and everybody liked Futurama too.
Futurama's better.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
Well, now it is. Yeah, I mean, like,
Or, I mean, Chris-
season 26. What?
Chris Straub did, Starslip, and now he does Chainsaw Suit. You just kind of follow him from project to project, and it's more about what the artist is doing right now than just having them forever stuck to one name.
George Lucas. What terrible.
George Lucas.
Okay.
So when you're drawing what you draw, do you take stuff that happens in your daily life, or do you take what you see in shows, or do you just take something random and just slap it on there?
A little
Yes.
of everything.
All the above. Ideas
like-
can come from anywhere.
Yeah, you can just sort of like be watching Gravity Falls and think, that's a good joke. Let's see if I can try and make a reference to it or so later on.
Let me see if I can steal it.
Well,
I mean,
hey,
ask
now.
Gravity Falls Ponies.
Oh, okay.
But yes, we draw inspiration from everything. Anything we
I
can
love
get our
getting
hands on.
inspiration from everyday life. It's a great place to get jokes from.
Hello.
Hi.
Okay, I'm a beginning artist and I've been working on having my own style and look of my art. Any tips?
Yes.
Don't worry about style first off when you begin.
Okay.
Study anatomy, get realistic drawing done first, then worry about the style, because
Yeah.
you got to know the rules before you can break them or bend them.
Like,
Style will come naturally.
Like don't start with like drawing Sonic the Hedgehog. 'Cause that's a really I did that for like a good 8 years, and
And look
it
at it now.
it just destroyed my artistic abilities for that entire time.
As you can
Have
see.
giant heads, very small bodies, and giant hands.
I know, it's like you
Giant
think they
eyeballs,
do, but then you
right?
draw them and it looks really bad.
Like, why are we always wearing gloves?
Like, why do the girl characters wear clothes and the guys don't?
Because girls have, and guys just.
But they're both.
I'd like to ask,
both-
given that I draw ponies, but I don't have any blogs or anything. How do you end up doing layering for hair? Like whenever I draw pony hair, it's like the most complicated part of the pony. How many layers do you typically set up with?
I use 2 layers, one for the base, one for the shade.
On base shade?
Yeah, shading. It depends what sort of how detailed I'm going into it. If it's just cell shading, it's just on one layer, and just all the lines are done, and just do the layer. Other than that, when I'm actually drawing it, it just sort of like, it doesn't look like show-styled hair. It just looks like someone's just thrown spaghetti on his head.
Like the what is it? The Funrise toys.
I have no idea what the hell.
I come and run it.
I use
Stay
about
for
like
the mirror.
4 layers typically. You got the undersketch, you got your colors, you got your shading, you got your lines. It's typically 4 or 5.
As far as the hair,
Wait, what?
Color it.
Just color.
Yeah, coloring it.
Feel cool.
I use the history brush like a fiend.
I use magic wand, expand, and then brush because I'm picky.
Sai has a great magic wand tool.
Okay. All right. We'll take one more question.
One more question.
Oh, these are fun.
All right, so what kind of question do you love to receive the most? And what kind of question do you absolutely despise to receive?
Can I have a
Juicy
hug?
stuff now. This is getting good.
Oh, God.
Confessional.
I despise 95% of my ask box, and the other 5% are okay. It's like anyone that's like, I'll put a piggy, I could fight you. I'm a level 3 Super Saiyan, and I am Shadow the Hedgehog. I'm really cool. It's like, I don't want to answer that. I don't want to draw Shadow.
Hey, surprise! Do you ever get sad and your hair gets flat like Pinky did?
Yeah, I got this a lot too.
All the time.
You just kind of want to just delete your blog and leave Tumblr forever when you get those questions. Every single day.
You can draw.
Like every question except the ones where it's like, draw my OC with your OC.
Isn't that like most of the questions?
Oh yeah, like hug questions. Yeah, I get a lot which says, "Can I be a Wonderbolt?" It's like you're asking a rookie in the team. can you be a Thunderbolt? No. It's like, can I have a hug? I don't like no. It's
you're
like,
nice.
Get away from me.
He's
I always get the
social
ones that
little
are
brat.
like-
But yeah, the best ones are sort of something you can make a joke out of, like something which you can really make fun.
Not something like, you know,
How many pancakes can you rhinoceros in a half hour? Surprise.
I thought you would answer something like that. That sounds something you.
It's very tricky.
Do you rhinoceros a pancake?
Like, actually, 90% of the questions I get is, of course, can I eat your chocolate pony? And it gets really boring because that's the only type of questions I can get. But actually, if you guys want interesting questions, you have to pose it another way. I started closing the Ask blog, and just when I reopened it, I say, send me headcanons of what you think my pony is doing or what his life is. And once I started getting headcanons, and that actually inspired a lot of different storylines I'm thinking of right now.
Shippings happen when you do that, though.
Yeah,
That's the
shipping
problem.
does, Actually, okay. We're going to wrap up our panel now. We want to thank all of our guests. And we do want to mention that Flava and I are only 2/3 of the Tumblr podcast. And if you want to learn...
subtle.
If you want to learn more about, I guess, Tumblr Ponies and Tumblr Pon, our other co-host, TJ, is doing, what's it called? Tumblr Pon and You at 1 p.m. in the Moon Hall. Yeah, Sunday in the Moon Hall.
Dangerous.
It's Moon Hall, same place. It's at 1 p.m. tomorrow, and they will have a very long panel with a lot of other different artists, so you could get a different opinion and take on
Stupid
how.
people on it.
Buy more
Panels are
riff tracks.
Like him.
He's gonna be on it.
Full of fools and ignorance. He's on.
Dream will be on it. Rye will be on it. So we have a lot of different people there.
Tumblr is the worst.
That's it. Flavor, you want to close us off?
Yeah, certainly. Thank you all very much for coming. We'll just be kind of hanging around after the bit. You can see all of these, and they're wonderful artists and with wonderful things. You chuckle at wonderful.
Yeah, it's really not one.
Don't say that. Say your prints are on sale. And we thank you all.
Buy more of our prints.
Buy my prints.
Buy more prints.
Buy more riff tracks.
Prints, $20.
Okay, all thank you for coming. But it is now 11 o'clock. Go enjoy
Let's
Ponies.
go get some chocolate frosted drinks.